Hello everybody, my name is DripCade and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now it's been a minute since I've posted and I'm happy to be back making content. It's taken me a minute to get back into the cycle of making a video once a week, getting some ideas back on what videos to do, what games to play, since we really have gone through 5 Nights at Freddy's now officially. I know we have some games coming up later in the year, but technically we've gone through all of it, you know. That was kind of what I did for a lot of my channels, and now I'm kind of stuck on what else I want to do. Because I want to play other games, but they take time. But I also want to stay with Five Nights at Freddy's and play fan games. So we're browsing around. But Five Nights at Freddy's, speaking of it, is a main point of this video. If you guys have seen the thumbnail yet, which is obviously why you've clicked on the video, you know exactly what we're doing. We are going to be rating all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games from FNAF 1 to Security Breach, including the DLCs and FNAF World. I don't want to include any of the other ones like Freddy in Space or FNAF AR, because I haven't played them on my channel. But I will include the ones that I've played and completed for the most part. I want to just rate through those and go through and talk about my experience with them, since I feel like that would be something fun to do and give everybody just kind of a general idea on how I feel about some of the games, because some of them I have some strong opinions. So first off, obviously, in this attire, we really can't be judging anything correctly. So I'm going to turn this light a little brighter. Okay, I think that's a little better. That brings out the light. I think that's much better, that you can see everything. And also this shirt I don't think looks right, so let's do a quick change of the shirt here with just a spin. There we go. We've got our beautiful only Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise besides the poster in the back right there. I'm sure I'll get more later on, and definitely as the movie comes out I get some more, but for now we just got our beautiful Bonnie Balls t-shirt. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and rate all of these games that you can see right here. We have, okay, well, they're all scrambled up, so let me fix this really quick. Okay, there we go, much better. So we have Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4, FNAF World, Sister Location, Pizza Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Help Wanted, Curse of Dreadbear, Security Breach, and Ruin. Those are the ones I'm going to be rating, because those are the ones that I've really technically played on the channel. And obviously, before I start, I know it's a somewhat big thing, unless you guys haven't noticed it yet. Changed my hair, completely braided it. I know, pretty crazy little 360 and everything. There you go. Completely braided, completely different, new look, just because I felt like it. But nothing has been cut off. Really, I shaved, I got the sides trimmed up today and make it look, but all the hair that's been in all my videos is still there. So guys, we're working our way up to 1,000 subscribers. I made a promise, I'm buzzing my head. And honestly, I really want to. I want to see, you know, how different I really look. I mean, I don't think it'll look that bad. So yeah. Make sure we can get to 1,000 subscribers. You guys can watch me shave my head live on this channel or on Twitch, whichever I decide to do it on. And of course, we can just go to so many more people and expand this channel even more if you guys enjoy watching my stuff and want to see me do even crazier videos. But without further ado, I'm going to keep the headphones off for today because I don't really need them. And we're going to go ahead and start rating. As you guys can see, we have 5 tiers. We have Best of the Best, W, Mid, L, and Burn in Hell. Now, only one game will be Burn in Hell, and those of you who know what game it is, I'll go over it pretty shortly. But let's go ahead and start with a classic. Five Nights at Freddy's 1, FNAF 1. The OG game. Game came out in August 2014, August 8th, 2014, which is I think it's the 9-year anniversary of FNAF, I think it is, right? Maybe it's the 10-year? Am I counting it wrong? I think I'm counting. I think it's the 9-year anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. So happy 9th anniversary, obviously. Kind of why I'm doing this video. It's a little late, but you know, why not? Five Nights at Freddy's 1. The first game I played. This game truly scared me. I mean, really, I haven't gotten to where I was playing these games if it wasn't for Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I mean, I remember being terrified of these when I was in 4th and 5th grade, you know. I would look at Freddy Fazbear and I couldn't even play the game. You know, I had some friends who would play with me sometimes. I played it once and I couldn't do it for years. And one day, I got my first ever laptop and decided to start a YouTube channel, and I saw that all the Five Nights at Freddy's games were on sale on Steam. So I asked my dad if I could get them. He said sure. And that's where it all started, with Five Nights at Freddy's 1 to Sister Location, and I downloaded UCN because it was free. And I made my video on UCN, and one day I was like, you know what, let's start a series and make Five Nights at Freddy's 1. And it really just started the channel up. I mean, I really can't be any happier with where it started. I mean, I enjoyed every second of it. It was a great game. Yeah, at times it could obviously be a little boring. It was, you know, 8 minute 15 second nights, 8 minute 25 second nights. was pretty long, especially for 420 mode. But the excitement after beating 420, especially on my birthday, which is one of the most notable birthdays I've ever had, was pretty big with me. So this game is definitely a big part of me. I feel like this game has to be a W for me, just because of the memories it has and just the OG-ness of the game. You know, I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's 1 has to be up there, because no matter how boring it feels, it's such an original game, and I have so many good memories with it, you know? I feel like it has to stay in a W. So, Five Nights at Freddy's 1, obviously, was a great time. And then we head on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, this game also was a great time for me. I enjoyed it a lot. You know, I have a lot of great memories of this, you know, getting the cutscenes. The first ever video I had with a webcam was Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I didn't know how to crop anything. I didn't know how to use sound, so it still sounded horrible. But I had a webcam, and I was so happy. I thought my videos were going to look so much better. And I just was so happy playing the game. I didn't feel as scared. We introduced the signature red hoodie, which is no more signature on the channel, sadly. Maybe I'll bring it back sometime if you guys want to see it. But we brought in the hoodie. We played through all the games, the cutscenes, the mini games. We misinterpreted phone calls, all the fun stuff, and we beat the whole game. I mean, we really beat the whole game, except for 1020 mode. During the really, like, first 2 months we played it, I spent a month and a half trying to beat 1020 mode, gave up on it, and then I came back about 2 years later and grinded it out after beating 5020 mode, and then beat it in a couple of attempts, and it was very emotional. I mean, obviously, it wasn't like I was spending time after day beating it, but it was very emotional. I mean, it was a 95% impossible night, I'm pretty sure, and I'm so happy I beat it. I could gladly say that I completed Five Nights at Freddy's 2 100%. And with that, I'm also going to put this one in a W, just for obviously more memories, and just the game was also super fun. I enjoyed the mechanics of it with the mask and the monitor and the music box. It was all super cool stuff. It made you think a little more. But this is where the happiness kind of ends for a second, as we head on to Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, a lot of people don't like when I say this, but I truly despise this game. Not because I hate all the characters look or how the gameplay is. I just never really had a good experience with it. I mean, this was the first time I ever decided to use double monitors, and the game would constantly lag out. It would kill me instantaneously, and instantly sometimes using the double monitors. The glitches never worked for the mini games when I had to use them. I had to go back and forth turning it on and off. And then, of course, Springtrap, night 5, night 6, like, he would always constantly kill me no matter what I did, and it would get so aggravating. So when I beat the game, I'd quit it thinking I was done, only to realize that I never completed aggressive nightmare mode. So I had to come back to the game I never wanted to play again, spend like a week and a half trying to beat aggressive nightmare mode, beat it, and then completely dispose of the game. Never touched it again except for the roulette stream. And then I came back to roulette stream and then died on night 5 again like 8 times. So I really have a rough history of this one. I don't like this one at all. Obviously, it changed the game for, like, you know, lore purposes, and there's a lot of stuff in it. But really, this is not about game mechanics. It's my personal experience with the game. And for that, I have to put it in the last tier. I just don't like it. I mean, it literally could have been an L or even a mid in the roulette stream. But I died like 8 times on night 5 doing exactly what I did like 2 years ago. And it really got to me. I just really didn't like it at all. Really aggravating, which is why it deserves the tier burn in hell. Funny enough, we got Springtrap in there, and he is currently burning in hell as well. But for all we know, we don't even know where he is at this point in the series, but who cares? Because we're heading on to FNAF 4. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This one was probably the scariest one out of all of them, for good reason. I mean, this was the one, I know why. This is the one I started changing my lights around. I had, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I think I used purple lights maybe once, but then in this one, I stayed continuous with the red lights. This is the first one I stayed continuous with the light color the entire time. So I stayed with the red, and then I moved to the blue for the very last video in the series. But this one definitely scared me a lot. I think it's maybe the first video I actually ever swore in, from Five Nights at Freddy's, which is pretty memorable. But the mechanics are super fun. I love the game experience. I mean, learning how to play it with no monitor and just being in a bedroom was super, super cool. I mean, obviously the game was terrifying. You know, you never wanted to get jump scared by Bonnie or Chica, or like, you know, even Foxy. That scared me a lot too. But it was super fun. You know, it was the one I never really expected to get jump scared from sometimes, and it would still truly scare me if I played it, because I wouldn't know, because sometimes I just don't hear anything. The ultimate, what was it, nightmare mode, I think it was 420, whatever, the aggressive nightmare mode, whatever I played, the hardest thing was. Definitely a very long struggle. I remember it being a long struggle. Lots of clips edited and saved. And one day I came upstairs after school and spent like literally 12 minutes and beat it. And I was like freaking out. And I remember because I made a TikTok on it too, or something like that. It was hilarious, but I freaked out when I beat it. I don't even know what I was doing. But I do remember I made the Five Nights at Freddy's dance. I'm gonna put it in because it's so funny. But yeah, that happened. So that big embarrassment happened. I don't know why I did it, but hey, everything happens for a reason. And I love this game. I'm actually gonna put this as well in the W. There's gonna be a lot of W's in here, not a lot of mids or L's, because I feel strong about most of the games. I did enjoy playing Five Nights at Freddy's 4 a lot. Super fun game, super fun atmosphere overall. And now with that, we head on to FNAF World. FNAF World was fun. It was fun for the videos I made. When I made the videos, I really thought it was going to be a W or even a best of the best. I enjoyed it. And then I cut it off. I didn't understand what to do with it. I got to a point where I didn't know and I didn't want to look anything up. And then I was like, okay, I have to make a video on this at some point. And I did a live stream on it. We did it for the roulette. That's what we did. We tried to complete it. And I lost all hope for the game. It really sunk me in. I mean, I got some okay characters. I had a somewhat good time. The game just didn't treat me well, man. It got really boring. I spent like 2 hours, 2.5 hours almost just doing stuff. Didn't even finish the game. I mean, maybe one time. Like, if you want to watch, I know I haven't made a FNAF World video. If you want to watch it, it'll be posted on my VOD channel at some point, hopefully, within this week or next week. But I didn't really have a good time with it. I might try to finish it, beating Scott, but I don't know. I really don't. I'm stuck. I don't really understand what to do, and frankly, just wasn't a fun experience for me. I'm gonna give it a mid, because there were some fun times in it, and I can't put it in L just yet. Just because, really, it wasn't an L game. There wasn't really many L Five Nights at Freddy's games, except for 3. But other than that, I'm gonna put it in mid. The experience was okay. It kind of went down as I played it, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it was the first, RPG game, which is fun, The only RPG game. I had a good time with it. And after we did FNAF World, or basically before we did FNAF World, we had gone straight on to Sister Location, because I didn't know FNAF World existed, or I didn't know if I wanted to play it at this point. And Sister Location was one of my bigger breaks, I think. It was one of my bigger breakthroughs. I got a couple of views on that. We had a completely new camera. The quality definitely upped, my editing skills definitely upped a little bit. I kind of learned how to use my first ever editing system here, and I started utilizing sound effects and voiceovers, and I had a lot of fun with it, The nights 1 through 4, or nights 1 through 3 were fun. 4 definitely gave me a hard time. 5 with the first ending was pretty crazy, and then we went back, beat Ennard for the second ending, or technically the night 6. And then we went through the exotic Butters cutscene. We got the exotic Butters, and we got the baby cutscenes, and we got all the custom nights, and we beat another Golden Freddy mode. That was absolutely awesome. The first and only time ever voicing over a 50-20 mode run. And it was pretty cool. It was super awesome to do. Obviously, I've got my ideas, obviously, from you-know-who and all the FNAF creators. Daco, Markiplier, Astral Spirit, all of them. Yeah, I get my ideas from everybody. I try to make as much stuff as my own, but I also try to borrow from the greats, All the people who are doing stuff right, I try to take little hints from them, so whenever stuff seems familiar, you're always like, oh, that seems familiar. It's always for a reason. It goes for most videos, actually. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Sister Location. Overall, fun experience. There are definitely some times that I found it pretty boring. My back hurts a lot today. Other definitely some times I thought it was boring, especially during the stream. It got pretty boring. Didn't like Night 4 as much. I'm gonna put it in another mid tier. I think of it as a good game. It could get pretty boring though. Playing through it, sometimes your clicks wouldn't register and stuff would happen. You'd be like, I didn't do that. Especially the door in Night 1. I think it's Night 1. No, in night 2, the door to get to Funtime Freddy is so long. I, like, never understand it. And that just really it really makes me upset with the game. I don't know why it takes that long to get there. Or if it's just me. But now, we head on to one of my most favorite games in the series. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, or FNAF 6. This game is best of the best. It's definitely best of the best here, and I'll tell you why in a second. First time I played it through, I had a good time. It was whatever, you know, I had some fun. The game was definitely fun, buying everything, doing all that, you know, getting all the certificates, beating the night 6, seeing the infamous and amazing ending credit scene, the big Henry Emily speech. All that was amazing. But at the beginning, I didn't think it was that great of a game. I didn't like it that much. I didn't think it was that fun. And then I revisited it. I didn't do it. I don't think I did it on stream. I think I did it in my free time with a friend, specifically. Shout out to Char Ninja, who I revisited it a lot with. If I went back and did it, it was probably with him a lot. And man, this game was fun, man. I realized you could do so many things with it that, you know, I didn't do before, and it was just such a fun time. Like, I could open this game up and play through the 5 nights, and like I'd hack and get like $1 million, and then just buy everything on the first night and just have fun with it. You know, you could do so much random stuff with it. It was just so funny. It was a completely different take on like the scariness of the game, because there was like a cute little fun part in it, but it was still terrifying to play. Like, obviously the office part sucks, but it's fun sometimes to really test your skills and be like, all right, can I just do this first try? That's what I thought fun about this game, and that's why it deserves best of the best for me. Gameplay, obviously, jump scares are definitely the least lacking in this one, so definitely the big minus there. But other than that, I think it's a really fun game to play. And talking about fun games, we're gonna head on to another one of my favorites, Ultimate Custom Night. I'm gonna automatically put it there, and I'm gonna actually put it in front of this because I do think it's a lot more fun. Sorry. And I think I have the most hours on UCN out of all the Five Nights at Freddy's games I've played, because I would sit here endlessly and just, like, I'll revisit it. Obviously, it was the first Five Nights at Freddy's video I ever made. I think I made a video on Bears Attack 1 and Bears Attack 2. Then I quit it and went through this series little by little. And then I came back, beat 50-20 in a stream after beating like my own challenges, and then would come back and just play it for fun on stream. But before that, what nobody knows is in my spare time, I would spend hours just playing this game for fun. I would make up random challenges with my friends on Discord as I talked to them in the night and just have fun playing the game. I mean, the people who I talked to on Discord would be like, yeah, he played that game a lot. Because I did. I had a lot of fun. I would sit there and try and beat 50-20. I beat 50-20 with the power-ups. And then I beat them without the power-ups without recording it. So and then I'll try and beat it every once in a while again, just turn it on and be like, all right, do I still have the skills to do this? And if I ever wanted to. And it's just a fun thing to do. I don't really get tired of playing UCN. Yes, I can get mad at it, but I really don't get tired of it. There are some games I get tired of, but UCN wasn't really one of them. So, best of the best, really enjoyed playing it. And now, we head on to the one game that's getting another part to it. I think this is the only game that's technically getting another part. And I don't mean like Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I mean like a part 2, which is Help Wanted. Help Wanted is getting a part 2 in December, I think, or maybe later I think it's just in December. And man, I'm gonna be ready to play. I'm gonna rearrange my whole room during a break, and you guys will see it. You'll probably see it happen one day. But repaint everything. I'm gonna get some new stuff, and it'll all look pretty amazing. But really, before I go on about this and just tell quickly what it's gonna look like, is where my bed is right here. This part is probably my bed's gonna be now directly behind me. Everything here is gonna stay the same, except there's gonna be a big fat space right there where I can hopefully just play VR. Everything can be set up. I can just put a camera, boop, boop, move it up a little bit, put it back there, and I'm playing VR right there. I think it'll be easier to do that because then I'll have a little more space, because even if I'm done with VR, I can put something else over there for fun and just have some fun, you know? But back to Help Wanted. Let's get back to rating. Man, what can I really say about this game that's bad? I mean, it was a great overall game. The only downside, or obviously, maybe there's some downsides, I didn't like having the VR on for so long. It got really hot and heavy, and it would strain my eyes a little bit. The gameplay sometimes would be a little lacking, especially on like the FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3 got really boring because it was just replaying games you already played in VR, which is a little different. All the other mini games were awesome. Dark rooms, night terrors, parts and service, vent repairs, all those were amazing. I would play them day after night after night. It's amazing, a great game. But it could get boring. Collecting the tapes and collecting the coins got pretty tedious, and it would get annoying to try and find them and everything, which is why I'm gonna give it a W. It could have been better, could have been worse. I think it's a W game. I could play it again. I would prefer to not play without the VR on, but if people want to see it, I would do it. But I don't know, the VR just takes a little bit of time, and it can strain my eyes because I can't really play it for too long. Which is where we head into Curse of Dreadbear. Now, this one I think is significantly worse than Help Wanted, but I also didn't really fully play through it. I really only played the Grim Foxy level. That was it. I mean, I really didn't have time to explore the DLC a lot. I kind of feel bad about it because I know there's a lot of levels in there, but I really only played a couple of them. I mean, I beat the Dreadbear level, I played the Build-A-Mangle, I beat the Grim Foxy, and I played the Foxy's Pirate Adventure, the blasting gun game. And really, I'm gonna put it in mid. I didn't have a lot of fun with it. I mean, yes, the Corn Maze level was so annoying, but it was so worth beating because we got the Vanny mask, and it was a whole other thing. But really, spending 3 hours in a live stream and getting a glitch to only come back and beat it on my PC without VR the next day in the middle of a thunderstorm was kind of disappointing. I mean, I would have rather beat it on VR. But it is what it is. I'm going to give it a mid just for now because that's how I feel about it. And now we get on to the last two newest games. And these two, I actually really enjoyed playing both of them. Now, Ruin, I am going to tell you, is a little lower than Security Breach. I hate to break it to anybody. And I know that I really don't have all the secrets unlocked and already. I know there's like a couple of endings that I missed and a bunch of other stuff in the game. I don't really know what I missed. I really haven't. I haven't watched, funny enough, I haven't watched one Ruin video except for my own. Because I always thought that I was going to come back and do another revisiting when I missed everything. But I don't know what I missed in order to have to watch a video, so it'll probably just end up going out the window. Like, I know that there's other things in the game that I missed, but it happens. But let's try Security Breach first before we go on to Ruin. For those of you who don't know, I played Security Breach way before I recorded it. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to come clean. I played it way before. I literally got it the day I think it came out. I got it on Christmas. It took me 3 days to maybe almost, no, it took like 18 hours to download. I don't know why. It took forever. My computer just wouldn't download it. But I got it. I played through it. I had a great time. And I was like, you know what? I can't play this anymore. I'm going to know what to do everything during my live streams. And I was like, I'll stop playing it. And then I found speedrunning. Early stage is like 1.14, 1.13. Early stages of the game. I would speedrun with my friend on Discord at night. I just speedrun the game. And I got like a PR, I think of like 3:56. And it was like, I was so happy. I was like, I got a sub 4 minute run. I was like, go crazy. And then they updated it and I forgot how to do it. So I just stopped playing it. But I would speedrun this game like crazy. And it was just so fun. Because I would just sit there, play through the game, speedrun it, and then I got to actually record it and pretend like I knew nothing what was going on, even though I knew exactly what to do. That's why some parts look weird, because it looks like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. It's because I knew what I was doing. But yeah. I obviously rate this game best of the best. I think it's the best of the best of the best out of all of them. I had such a great time playing it, such great memories, such great things to do in the game. And hence that, I'm going to put Ruin in W. Because as much as I loved Ruin, I feel like Security Breach utilized more gameplay and it was more entertaining to play through. I feel like Ruin was a little fast for me and it was a little quick. I didn't even realize that drip drummer thing in the bottom is wrong. I'm gonna actually put a logo over that, or probably at the beginning so it doesn't look wrong. But I think it was a little slow for me. I feel like I did it. It felt a little like not fully like game. I don't know, I kind of just like, I know everyone's probably gonna hate me for saying it, but like, not like I didn't enjoy the game. I loved the game. I don't know how to describe it though. I feel like Security Breach was more packed with the game. I feel like Ruin, obviously it's supposed to be a DLC, so it's not, but I feel like it, to me, it just didn't live up to what I was expecting it to be. Obviously it was cool, it was amazing to play. I just didn't have that great of a time with it. I mean, we had a really bad hurricane come through the live stream, so obviously wasn't good, but I I still had a great time with the game. I'll probably revisit it, and I might change my mind on that. I might change my mind with this list. You know, some things might be changed. But for now, take a beautiful look at the list. We got a best of the best. W, obviously, with the most majority of the games. Mid, and then a burn in hell game, obviously, for obvious reasons. But, guys, that's my beautiful Five Nights at Freddy's tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love making these kind of videos where I get to just sit and talk about stuff. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I think I'm really good at it because I can talk forever about stuff directly into a camera because I don't have to talk to anybody else, and I love making a fool of what I say. So, with that being said, I am going to end today's video right there before I say anything else stupid. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Like I said before, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, you guys can obviously scroll down, check and see if that button is red, and go ahead and smash it gray if it is red, because why would you not want to subscribe to the channel? It's 100% free, and I'm giving you amazing content. And you'll get to see me shave my head to 1,000 subscribers. Even more opportunity to just subscribe to the channel and see what else awaits this channel, you know? See what awaits, see what happens, you know? Only time will tell. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it and are already subscribed, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. And of course, if you guys want to know when I post my next video or anything else in general on the channel, don't forget to hit that bell for more notifications down below. Now thank you guys, and peace out. Until next video.